screen for G2 versus mousesports. We're going to go ahead and kick it over to our commentators so that Moses can get this party started with his friend Anders.
Well, it will be a party, but you know, there's only going to be one winner at the end of it, so it's going to get rough no matter what. I can't wait for this game. I think this is going to be a truly fiery game, so let's get ready for it. Ooh, and starting off with Woxic, taking down Kenny. Before we could even introduce the teams, mousesports and G2.
Well, here we go up catwalk. Just 4 players remaining. 1 smoke, 1 flashbang on Amanek. Waiting, though, and actually now readdressing. Giving the impression they're going to go up catwalk. They're going back towards the B bomb site. This must be quick, and Rops has already got a headshot. He's got 2. He's already shut it down. Chris J can delay. He can be patient. He's got 20 HP, and he gets a headshot as well. Somehow it's all working out for mousesports. Amanek 1 versus 3. He wants to take this fight. He wants to thin it out just a bit, but the plant is pretty valuable even if you lose.
Yeah, but he's delayed it long enough that he can't even really get the plant. Does he wanted the P250 back? I'm not. Oh no! He sort of halfway crossed the street, didn't he? And the lorry came by.
The E didn't work. The E.
We've all been there.
Yeah, we have all been there, but it's painful.
Well, that's how it starts. And that's a good sign. Now, I mean, this is a good, clean shot from Woxic. I loved Robs up in this window. This is a just chest out playing, saying, you know what? Come at me.
It's important that he gets those kills because Chris J only had the 20 HP. If he doesn't get 1 or if he only gets 1, I mean, Chris J is just in a lot of trouble. Perhaps goes down for free. Woxic challenging with the scout.
This is a silly game.
Who do you have winning this? We didn't even get time to really, you know, breathe and have a chat.
You know what?
Those chats we normally
I think this game is so close, I can't remember what I picked.
I had trouble with it as well.
When I saw, oh, that grenade right. That's the whole team, no less, except for Amanek that got hit. But they still get the kill on Carrigan, and they get the bomb down at the very least, so that's very helpful. Woxic sniping away still and landing more headshots. That's enjoyable. And Amanek will go down, so they only lose Carrigan, which is good news. I think I might have talked myself into picking mousesports.
Kerrigan just got more utility damage with 1 nade than all of Virtus Pro, than 8 of the players in the server for VP versus Mad Lions.
Yeah, showing them how it's done.
Yeah, just 1 nade.
I think I talked myself into, I could be wrong. I honestly do.
I picked mousesports. But I kind of want G2 to win, not because I have anything against mousesports, but I think G2 is just such a fun team to watch.
It's that Mixer and Hunter thing.
Yeah, for a while, you watching G2, like especially towards the end of last year, just like they're doing so much cool stuff, and they're just not winning the rounds. But everything looks good, except for the fact that they're not winning the rounds. And this year, they started it out by doing a lot of cool things and winning. And Kenny S gets a pick down mid.
And Woxic was baited into that because he was hearing the Creed. Now more utility damage. A double nade on Hunter puts him down to 24. So they got the lead, but one of their players is pretty wounded. Kenny absolutely ready in case, well, he was ready. Robs now might actually beat him to it. Yep, comes back for a kill with the FAMAS. And it's lucky that Amanek is there to at least get a bit of revenge. They're creeping up long. The bomb is on the other side. It's very strange. They should be having a good timing here, and they will, but they lose Hunter. So they have the bomb site, but Amanek is miles away.
I think that's fine, though. There's no one who can really stop Amanek from getting out towards long. They're going to start peeking up mid right now. I guess Frozen has a chance. Chris J has a chance because Amanek is slowed down. That's actually huge. But Amanek passes. And Kerrigan's at least forced to be passive on catwalk. So still control, and they've got the smokes. They've still got 2 smokes.
Frozen is actually about to run into Amanek. This could be the most unlucky timing in the world. He sees him and he wins the fight. If Amanek goes down, there's 40 seconds for them to run all the way across. Knockout punch there on Carrigan. And Chris probably, well, maybe a chance, 30 seconds. They're going to be even flashing there. He could try and throw the bomb across as well. They have smokes. They have everything. They don't need to risk it. He goes for the fight, and Amanek with a triple kill. Wow.
Cost effective using the flashbang to peek. Yeah, Amanek really saves the day a number of times, bringing the bomb all the way back, being aware of the possibility of Frozen's push. I was wondering why he was taking that so slow. But he gets the kill, and he's able to get G2 on the board. Gonna get a pause. 2-1.
Early on. Just a time for everyone to catch up. Oh, I guess maybe a sound issue. Looks like there's some serious discussion going on. Time for you guys at home to, I don't know, invite your friends, get everyone watching. I really think this will be a game that's worth watching because we've talked about it so many times already how there really isn't a clear favorite in this tournament and it's so unbelievably stacked. these two teams could go very, very deep. Just, finding the right rhythm, solving a couple of the problems. I mean, mousesports have really proven a fair few times that, just how strong they are. But you're right, G2, I mean, they have so many things that are working in their favor overall. If any sort of, if any trifecta of strengths that they have would come into play in a single map, then, yeah, they're going to be hard to stop.
They have a lot of players as well. I think they have like 4 players in the top 10 performing players of Katowice after 2 days. Maybe not including today, but they have so many players just playing very, very well at the moment.
Yeah.
They're a very fun team to watch. And one other thing, well, we can get to it a little bit later, because this is a bye round. So we'll focus up. All 5 players for G2 heading towards Upper Dark. Flashbang. Rops is blind. More flashbangs coming, and holy hell, Woxic is taken out. They've seen one more in middle. This is a lot of pressure being applied by G2.
It's a whole long snake running from T-spawn to Upper Dark to Lower Dark, continuing on the catwalk. The whole team is here. An interesting strategy. Carrigan about to have a lot on his hands with that AWP and a deagle, and he's getting surely shot in the back. I can't believe he's still alive. That flashbang somehow manages to save him, or rather really save the AWP, which I think what they need to do right now, mousesports, unless they can get...
Save everything.
Yeah, just save it. There's no point.
Get out of pit, go to T-spawn. You have 2 ops that you can keep in your hands for the next round.
If they hadn't diverted from that B push to knock out Woxic there at catwalk, if they kept going, Robs would have been alone with an AWP against a 5-man rush, so yeah, that would have also worked.
Even if he's not blind, you're going to get 1 and then you're going to die.
Yeah.
Are they going for this?
No, surely not.
It looks like it. I mean, not anymore. But why are they...
Hunter solved that problem for them. You're not going for this.
I'm so confused.
I'm confused.
I don't know why they creeped up that late, especially considering Chris J has just a USP. Rops has the AWP and no armor, and he's all the way in the B bomb site.
I don't even think they had any grenades or anything. I'm not sure how...
Intriguing.
Yeah.
Well, that makes this a much more convincing win for G2, and it takes a lot of weapons away from mousesports.
Well, we're all confused now.
All baffled.
I think... I don't even know. Sometimes you can... We've seen this before. I think a team that sometimes did this a lot in the past, right, were Fnatic.
Ooh.
Is very clean, though, you've got to say. But sometimes in the past, Fnatic would wait so long that actually the defending T side would, they'd sort of move out of position just a second too early, and then they would get in and they get that last second defuse. I remember a fair few games where Fnatic were really good at doing this. Triple grenade stacked to Lower Dark, and Hunter each 1, 2, and not the third one. So he gets to live. That's the second time he's had a double nade down there.
Surely he's going to be frustrated. He's like, I hate this part of the map.
Yeah.
Getting punished quite a bit, so nice nade damage from mousesports a couple different times. But still, very much of this is, you're having Rops who you just want to defend the B bomb site, and you're hoping they come into the stack.
But even if they walk into the stack, how much are you going to get out of that? I think Rops sniping a kill and then relocating in the middle is probably a more likely path to winning the round here. Out long is where they're going to end up. You wished. It does a little bit. Okay, well, Hunter from the earlier grenade. Low on health, but now they're taking long, and Robs is far away with the AWP, so no threat at all here, really.
I'm wondering if they're, again, this is another round. I'm curious if they're going to go for it. Amanek is watching for the flank on catwalk. They're certainly going to send the USPs, but Robs is starting to get pretty committed as well, and I think now he's going to reconsider. Same with Woxic. They fall away with the AK-47 with the weaponry. Amanek, though, he might want to turn this corner. Rops, don't miss, and you don't even get the shot. Amanek shuts him down, and there's no chance of recovering the AWP. Oh, Frozen's going to give it the old college try, though.
He's hearing Jax running. I think Jack's probably thinking the same thing. So, USP, he's so quick. You're right, no chance. Woxic with an AK-47, and mousesports, it's almost like they've committed to a plan early on of, of fighting a lot and being very aggressive about taking some of these battles. And so far, G2 seem to be absolutely ready for it. They seem to say, yeah, go for it. We're happy about this.
This team is G2's pick as well. Woxic finds the AWP right at the end. Oh, they were turning the corner. Nexo wanted that. Almost got it. 3-2-2.
That's interesting. That if you actually managed to get it, would have thought maybe G2 would have put some more resources into it. They knew that boost was happening because Chris had already made a jump in the bomb site, so there was no doubt about that. Nice round out of Jax. 2-3.
Timeout for mousesports. Not liking what he's what he was seeing.
We can't really blame them. Again, I think it's rough when you try and sort of stand up and put a lot of pressure on the enemy team and you get whacked the way that they've been so far.
Yep.
So it might be a good idea to just calm everyone down.
Well, I think also it's a matter of talking through the economy, because I don't think mousesports is going to buy in this round. They were sitting there hovering right around 4K on most players, so I think they're essentially saying we're gonna half buy here, one more round, and then we can get the AWP, we can get all the utility, we can get plenty of M4s with nades instead of just M4s with light armor. So one more round to wait before the real action begins. Rops has a deagle out towards long. And Woxic again, the AWP alone in the B bomb site.
And that's a lot of trouble. He's going to be crunched from all sides. A single shot missed. Even if no shots are missed, he's probably still going to be dying. He's falling back in. Yeah, he is. From the window. Took a bit long there for Jax, but it doesn't matter. Wow. Everything is falling right into place here for G2, at least early on in the game, which is...
It's a very aggressive tactical beginning to this map for G2, considering how fast they're moving through choke points, how fast they're attacking to gain map control. They're not shying away from just walking out mid. Now Hunter might go down here. Chris J is being sneaky. You wouldn't expect Chris J to be here at this point.
A lot of map, to be covering in general. Chris, just seeing him. Easy, but can't really get the gun. Oh,
hello.
That is smooth.
Oh, dear.
Reloading against Kenny.
See, please, quicker.
They had a moment, didn't they, there where they were both sort of...
Looked in each other's eyes right before Kenny pulled the trigger. Jax finds Frozen. It's going to be a 4th round for G2, and Rops won't be able to salvage any of the weapons. So this is the round that they were saving for. They gave it a decent enough try with some investment around the saved AWP. That's a hero op. That thing had been around for like 3 rounds. Just saved each time. I
have a question for you. Now that you can throw flashbangs from upper dark into the B bomb site, could you design a way to flash middle so that you throw flashes from middle and you throw flashes from upper dark, so whoever is in middle, if they turn around, they actually just stare into the flashbangs coming from B.
The other flashbang?
Yeah.
Maybe.
You time it well enough, there's no way to look.
You might have just invented the concept. Well, there's a lot of utility dumped out towards long for both teams. Amanek has used pretty much his whole kit, just a Molotov left over, but no one challenging for control. Chris J, I believe, was tagged through the door on his cross. He's down to 47 HP, but he's aggressive to watch those doors with the op of his own. Rops is alone again in the B bomb site. Chris J rotating back. I'll have a chance to.
Hunter's been waiting in middle for a long time.
Yeah, 4-1 attack onto this B site, and Chris is going to get in the perfect position up on platform.
They're just lining it up. Falls away at the wrong time. That could end the round for them. Robs, he's going to have no chance, really. Immediate return. And now Chris coming back for more. It's a nice snipe away. And that might actually make a bit of a difference. He's waiting at the edge of the door. He wants to see if he could snipe another kill before they actually get in and put the bomb down. That smoke allowing for a decent-sized gap, I think. And 50 seconds, and they've really been slowed down, G2. mousesports, a round that nearly was already gone for them, but now they have a chance to fight for it. Woxic is miles away, though. I don't know if they know for sure. Now they definitely do, but he's worried about a flank, I think.
Well, it's still going to be a tough retake. Great shot from Kenny. Great adjustment. And it was going to be tough with the man advantage, and now it's equalized. 2 flashbangs and a smoke to work with. I don't know if mousesports is going to be able to pull this off.
Very, very tricky, isn't it? And now that Chris is gone, yeah, they have to back out. That double up is so valuable for them. They almost line up to get taken down. And Kerrigan on the run. G2, again, they have a beginning to this match where there are just so many things that are falling in line for them. I mean, some of it is aggressive, and that's obviously the game plan here. But the fact that Chris scopes away just at that time, yes. I mean, you can't even plan that, can you?
No, because he might have even been lining up a double. They were trying to keep that hit a secret until the last possible moment, so they didn't use a flashbang. They didn't use any smokes to force him off the angle or close the gap. They were just dry walking in, and Chris J might have even just been able to just have a field day. That's going to be frustrating looking back at it. And that's the kill. Frozen going down before the retake can even really begin. Just sealed it, I think, for G2.
They've been doing all the right things. Praying to all the right gods. I don't know what's happened, but it's worked out well for them.
Entire pantheon. Ooh, there's Rops getting tagged, and that return was almost connecting. Woxic.
I like it.
Challenging up mid. Is he going to go for another?
Well, Chris also gets tagged. I still appreciate the fact that they tried to get something in return. Again, when all you have is that one AWP, why not try and put it into a position? Hunter on the one side playing alone. He was playing alone earlier. I guess we've seen that before out of G2, but he's the guy to run around on his own while the rest of the team is doing something else. Also, obviously, valuable information. If you do happen to find Hunter, you might be able to connect the dots and say probably the rest of the team is somewhere else. Okay. Crushing the angle.
Just rolls it on the landing.
It's the worst feeling in the world, isn't it? Ask Jacob about that. He was
Not as bad as, you know, pulling your back out.
well.
It's a classic play. Quiet on the map. Op versus Op. Kenny peeking into the site. He's certainly going to make contact. Question is he fast enough? Ooh.
That is close.
Oh, Chris. Poor Chris eats a nade. There's Woxic. The flick down lands, but there's nowhere to go after that. It was way too quick. Kerrigan, a deagle kill. He could actually hold this off. He could actually, no, he can't.
Kenny shot him right through the box. He just didn't even, wait. Grenade. Oh, it's another headshot. Was that his own grenade?
That was his own grenade. Style points for Ops. Just trying to make things a little bit harder. Play with a handicap. That would have been a dirty one tap to hit. Kenny Estrus with a quick peek. And now Frozen. If Rops was still alive, there'd be an opportunity for this, but this is going to be so difficult now. Great shot from Frozen. Turning the corner, trying to bait out the shot. He's got a chance. He's got to land this. And now the Krieg is in his hands. He's picking up the pace. Kenny, he needs to win this. Needs to get into cover. He needs to get into safety, but the Molotov might force him out. But the time is ticking. There's no kid. He's got the kill. I think he might have it.
Surely no way.
Oh, no, he's going to have to get the AWP if he wants it, but bail out. That's a very admirable attempt. And Kenny, yeah, you laugh it off. A little bit of nervousness.
It would be worth going back to investigate how close those initial deagle shots were as Kenny was covering the bomb site, because it looked like it was seconds away. Wow, good dangerous round from mousesports. I mean, finally, you know, putting a stop a little bit. I mean, they lost the round, but still, it's just, I think, a matter of confidence now to try and put a little bit on the board here in terms of kills.
It makes G2 take a pause and like, oh, okay. Like, that can happen easily. That happened very quick. Kenny S. long. Oh, my lord. He hit that so fast. Kerrigan even jumping behind the smoke. Kenny barely had the vision. That's beautiful. He's been playing very well for this team lately.
It's one of the super weapons that's on here. It's one of the reasons why they're such a fun team to watch. But obviously,
it's been so admirable too, considering we've seen a lot of the old school Oppers go through a downturn in their careers and have to like struggle and figure out how to come back into the game as an Opper.
I think Kenny probably has had
the hardest of all the times.
Well, he was on top, and one of the reasons he fell off was because they actually changed how the AWP works in the game, and that set
they nerfed Kenny.
Yeah, they nerfed Kenny. That was an unbelievable career spiral that he just went on after that. So yeah, I agree. To come back and do it again, almost no one does that. 5-4 now. 9th round, Woxic at the corner, but he's going to have to be forced back, and Molotov to buy some time. Still 50 seconds, so they don't mind. They have a lot of utility on the G2 side, so they could do almost anything they want here. Grenade down the middle. I think that's just all a distraction. Frozen, if he can win the fight out long, and if Woxic doesn't go down, they can double up on the bomb side and try and buy more time. But yeah, there's a lot of ifs in that whole defense. Woxic back with the AWP, and he's not quick enough with the flick. There's Jax instead with the AK-47, and now Frozen, and actually Nexer especially, turns into a lurker. He can just hide out here. Once they get that kill, no reason to go long.
And look at the way Nexa's just backing off. He's already anticipating the save. He's going to run in T-spawn. He'll meet up with Rops. Out in the open, Rops has to just straight up win this fight. It's not going to happen. That'll be frustrating. But that's the dream for the player in Nexa's position, that your team takes the bomb site that cleanly. It opens up about a million options of how you get to play these situations. Frozen, he goes down as well, and G2's just hitting everything.
How have they done this? How? We need to know. We need to send reporters, find out. What if they
reporters in the field?
Yeah, what's the regime? How did they get up in the morning? Have they done something special? You know, I guess yeah, why not? Take it all away. I guess in traditional sports, there's this concept of flow state, right? That's, I think, what you're seeing right now for G2.
Yeah, I guess look at all these bomb plants. They haven't had any issues getting into the sites.
I honestly, I mean, again, I didn't know what team to pick, and I honestly can't remember which one I did pick. But
You're crossing your fingers that it's G2.
I think no matter what, I was no, it's fine. Listen, my picks are already all over the place. I imagine it was going to be a close game. It still could very well end up a close game, but I just wasn't expecting this kind of a beginning. 7-2, and it's the style in which G2 have done it so far. There's going to have a lot of people paying attention. I mean, if people weren't already, but out of the many top teams that you could have, developed an interest or a crush on throughout the group stage here in Katowice, right now G2 certainly putting on a bit of a show. AWP and Woxic, and not much else. Again, they go for the boost in the middle, and G2 don't care. They're not there anymore, and they were never going to be there.
They're playing a pretty simple style, G2 as well. A lot of 4-1s so far to open up this game. Keeping their eye on everything. Rops is pushing into upper dark, so he knows that part of the map is clear. Frozen is all the way at the top of Catwalk. Now, there's not a split, so this defense inside the A bomb site is going to be just fine. But again, you're relying on Woxic to deliver with that AWP. The last time something like this was set up, Woxic was able to get one before being traded off.
And you see the problem building even now. That smoke wall means he can't get clean shots. When they get closer, that's one of them, does tag Kerrigan through, but the follow-up will be the flashbangs. That's going to make it really tricky. They're just going to keep raining in, surely. Actually, none to stop him from getting that shot, but Kenny is there. He knew that angle, and one kill is all they got. That's quite something. This is a wild beginning. We need some sort of soundtrack to match this. It's, they're just cruising through, no delays.
What's that song? They Feel on Top of the World?
Stop. I was thinking like
that one burrows deep into your brainstem. It's never gonna leave.
It does. That was the plan all along, wasn't it? Programming people. No, I was thinking like, Limp Bizkit with Rolling, that urban assault vehicle.
Yeah.
That version.
That version.
The cool version.
What's the other version?
Air Raid, something. It's
Urban Assault does sound better.
Yeah. I distrust people who feel different. Test for me. So yeah, put that on and just watch G2 play this, because they are really doing a fine job.
Yeah, they've won 8 in a row now. They are not slowing down in any way, and 7 rounds in a row have been bomb plant victories. Kerrigan has 324 utility damage at the moment. Shame he can't convert those into W's.
Yes, maybe a test to see that grenade damage isn't actually that great of a vector for how the game is going.
Yeah, that is a good, nice little case study. Well, 6-round lead, mousesports, they need to wake up. They have a double op set up again. They've had this a number of times, and it hasn't really done anything. Hasn't really converted. Oh, Hunter already saw one jump across. This is sneaky. Kerrigan's definitely not going to realize that this is a possibility.
No, not that he's scoped up. It's even worse.
He's so dead.
Yeah, should be 100% of the time here. Smoke is fading, and I think that shot actually went right over Hunter's head, but Woxic is in trouble too. A flashbang, and he's done, and that's exactly what they have. Hunter and Nexa setting it up, and again, all the stars aligning right now for G2.
This might
shocking display.
Yeah, and it's not anything crazy in terms of strategy or crazy individually. Like, obviously the shots are landing very quickly and looking great, but that's all teamwork. That's Pop Flash, that's Rops, that's Hunter behind that smoke, just making a clever decision and then waiting for a teammate to make that peek happen to guarantee that it was a kill no matter how his fight went. I mean, the coordination to drop out these flashbangs as well is just so perfect. This T-side is
I mean, again, they take long, taking no damage. None of them are touched. Now they just start hunting. They got so much money that it's hard to figure out a reason why they wouldn't try and do this. They even have, look at how many grenades they have left, even after, the taking the round and everything. More smokes, more flashbangs. They could do another execute behind this. It's so silly.
Essentially are. Chris J's going to get the first. Good trades, keeping the op alive, and Kenny S takes it out of his hands. Just the one weapon salvaged.
You're
4 on Frozen.
You're absolutely right. they execute long, then A, and then execute B. The last, like, no one's ever done that before. And then they just keep going. It's like, more grenades, more setups.
Perfect. This is great. I mean, you can see the pause from Hunter, looking at the wall real quick. Woxic misses his shot, obviously completely blind. This is clinical. This has been one of the roughest 9-round stretches I've seen at this level in a long time.
I have to agree. Rarely do you get to see things like this, so, you know, save the moment, see how long it lasts. Kerrigan gets down. They were actually expecting that. They were set up for exactly that reason. And you could think about the psychology of that, right? At this point, mousesports probably do want to make some sort of play. You know, they want to take some of the control of this match back. So G2 just say, okay, we're going pretty hard at it, going, you know, fast out middle, fast out long. If every once in a while we throw in a round where we just, you know, sit around and wait for you, then, you know, you get that timing right. And honestly, since everything else has been working out perfectly and all the other timings have been right, you know, just keep up that trend.
Just keep going. This is so impressive from G2. Frozen's going to back away 4-on-2. Woxic spots the back of Kenny Skull.
Yeah.
Can he do anything about it? Ooh, almost with the double cuts. A quick turn. That would have been the bomb. That actually could have made that into a very interesting situation in a 1 versus 2 with the bomb down on Cat. Regardless, a 10th round for G2. And at least by mousesports all dying, they stopped the bomb plant streak. Silver linings, Anders. Sometimes you got to take any victory you can.
You really should end up working in PR.
I can spin anything.
Yeah, turn it into something positive. What do you want out of G2 now? Tell me how they could do. What if Kenny jumped in spawn 360 and no scope someone down the middle? That since everything else is working, you have to test the limits, right?
Yeah.
Like how good can this get?
I want them to do the old Fnatic and just get like 5 ops.
Oh,
just pick mid.
Shoot them down middle. Get
some auto snipers. That's coming.
Sniper.
We're 2 rounds away from the auto sniper, the mass auto sniper buy.
They wouldn't do that, would they?
Absolutely. If not, I would yell. Oh, I thought he was going to get a double for a second. Holy hell. That's a big tag on Rops. 3 players, actually all 5, going to head to the upper dark. This is going to be a B hit. Might be a split. We have yet to find out.
Well, last time they were all here, they went middle and then up catwalk and sort of kept going. We'll see. Rob's in that corner with 30 health makes me really nervous. That's a position that can get grenaded and molotoved in many different ways. I think they might still be put to the test here. Right now, I think they're pretending to take mid and catwalk. But I mean, the problem with pretending to take catwalk is you actually have to go and look, right? You can't just throw a flashbang and then...
Exactly what Hunter and Jax are going to do right now. Frozen. Thankfully not at any kind of an angle to be a danger. Nade is going to come out, and they'll see the trajectory of that as well. So Jax is going to be fine. Should be able to recognize that there's a player on the ramp. This is tough. If this ends up being a B hit, this is maybe the worst defense that mousesports could have for it, because Kerrigan's at long, Woxic is pretty committed to long as well. They're very far away.
Well, he'll make it out, Robs. Still moving closer into the danger. Double smoke from middle. It's a fake.
They're biting. Frozen's transitioning. Woxic is in the open. Oh, they're going to peek right now. Woxic has nowhere to go. Frozen's down as well. Both of the players that got pulled out of position by the flank are now dead. They're now on the ground. Kerrigan's going to be able to hold long, but they just don't have to peek him. Kenny's going to do it anyways. He'll take a dink, but he'll take Kerrigan's face off. And you can't even go for the retake. Another round. mousesports can't even fight for it.
This is actually mean, isn't it? Oh, how did he get through the window so quickly? Regardless, they've gone from playing, you mentioned this earlier, it's not like it's been really deeply complicated Counter-Strike, it's been very quick, hitting a lot of shots, and now they throw this in, where they say, you know what, now that you're really nervous and really confused and really don't feel well, we're going to start to throw in the fakes. We'll double smoke middle after having smoked upper dark and, you know, thrown some grenades in there, and then, you know...
Nexa's got 16K. He's got 4 kills and 4 deaths.
Super rich.
Super rich. He actually can't get any richer. He needs to drop something.
11-2. Round number 14. Yeah, this is wild. Out of control. 11 rounds in a row.
I don't know what to say anymore.
I don't know either.
9 of them have been bomb plants. So they're getting into the sites, they're killing everything, and they're surviving. They haven't lost more than 2 players in a round in 5 rounds.
Yeah, this is actually just an absurd display. It's like if you took, you know, some of those linebackers from the NFL and you know you got them in like grade school just to show the kids, but then they actually played seriously, and it's just not a good day.
Pros versus Joes. It's like the Happy Gilmore scene with dodgeball.
This is definitely, it's definitely something. It is map 1 in a best of 3, so that's what mousesports probably have to remind themselves up for right about now. Dust2. It's a very powerful start. And yeah, we're nearing the end of the half here. Mid control. mousesports have nothing really to work with. There's some kits in this round at least. There's still some Molotovs and smokes left. None of the basics really seem to be working. Where are the trades? Where are the, you know, flashbangs to try and set up maybe a, you know, a retake of something? You know, you do some different things, but everything has just been shut down.
I mean, everyone's getting killed so very fast. And then when you look at, you know, kind of where G2 has been attacking as well, even this looks like they're setting up to attack at the A bomb site, which is the weakest part of the defense. It's where Woxic is playing pretty much all on his own. Even though Chris J is at long with him, as soon as the flashbangs come out and Woxic has to give up the angle, they don't have anything to counter with. They'll just have to back away.
Yeah.
mousesports starting to read this well, starting to feel nervous about the A bomb site. Frozen is in CT spawn, so 4 players around this bomb site, but they can't really stop the access.
Kerrigan, if he loses this fight, and he will, now those 2 people down at long are actually trapped. And so as opposed to trying to defend, now they have to worry about getting shot in the back. It's a good kill, and it's a great follow-up. But oh no! It's a team kill. 5 seconds left, in fact, and they're going to go for the bomb plant, and no one there to stop them. A 3-on-3 mousesports. Anything you can take right now. I know that they don't have any money, but again, you should fight for this. You might as well try and get 4 rounds in the first half, at least do something. Frozen a kill, and he gets traded. Now Robs gets 1 as well, and it's Kenny in a 1 versus 2. And they're both coming up from Catwalk at the moment. Actually, Robs, I think, down in CT spawn. A little bit of a peek. Kenny not seeing anyone. The Molotov, he's standing on top of it just to try and get the kill. Dropping low, and he misses the chance. And they're going to go for it. A little bit of time left still, so they will be able to pick up that 3rd round. It's real close, but I think they did it. Wow.
Well, they've done it. They've stopped the run. They're back on the board. 3rd round in the bag, and here we go. I want to see how many auto snipers, how many ops we get from the G2 side. At least 3. I want at least 3, minimum.
Did you not get... Oh, there's... Oh, an auto sniper.
That's what I'm talking about.
And 2 ops.
Come on, Amanek. I know you're an auto sniper.
Get the M249.
Amanek played under Sean. He's definitely ratty enough for an auto sniper.
Someone should do this science. Maybe 3 clicks Phillips. Maybe what's best? Auto snipers or M249s? You have 5 of them shooting down the middle. You're not going to be accurate, but you can have a lot of bullets. What is best? Quality or quantity in this particular case? We need to find that out. That's science. I need that science.
Okay. Attention all YouTubers. Someone's dropped the auto sniper, which I don't appreciate.
What? Yeah, that's disgraceful. I might just bought the AK, you know, for afterwards.
Let's just say hypothetically mousesports win this final round. Does that make you feel good?
No.
Okay.
Again, it's been too much of a beating, hasn't it? 3 AWPs, Nexa. Pick up that auto sniper. Don't let us down. Yeah, there we go. Okay, ready to shoot down the middle. Oh, they stopped for a minute. That might be dangerous as well. And sitting inside of it, the damage is coming through. I can't believe they're still alive. And they're boosting inside of a hail of fire. And somehow they actually come on top.
Well, mousesports definitely 100% knew that was going to happen. So yeah, the stop, the boost up to go for it. I thought that was a pretty lackluster attempt at the mid spam. I was hyping that up for like 5 rounds.
They've let us down.
It's all right. The rest of the half was pretty cool.
Yeah.
4 on 5. Jax, Nexa, Hunter, and Amanek to try and recover. 3-man defense for mousesports towards the B bomb site.
Frozen sneaking out long. Well, at least he's in position to. It looked like he was going to keep going. Yeah, into the middle. Rob's playing just around the smoke, and now they're going to try and see if they can hit the B bomb site. There's 3 people in here, but Hunter's already got a kill. Jack stomping on top of Woxic, and Robs dies as well. They actually attack a bomb site stacked with 3 people and still come out on top, in spite of being 4 versus 5. Again, how are they just this good in this first half. Everything is working out. mousesports have surely got to be furious here. And at this 15th round, you obviously got to go for it.
No
Flashbang to set it up, and Frozen going to try and come through the smoke. He's tapping away and doing a good job. A lot of damage, but you need to do this quicker. And now he's alone, 1 versus 3. 12-3 at the end of the half in favor of an absolutely ridiculous G2.
That is a ridiculous run. One of the most dominant halves we've seen in a while. We'll see how mousesports responds after the break.
But here we are, showing them, making them wish they were you. We've heard the most when it comes to this. Yeah, every shade of blue, but don't even care what they'll say. They think we're out of control. Yeah, truth be told, we know it. It's just the way we live. We own it. 'Cause stop, we love the thrill. We know it. It's just the way we live. We're grown-up kids. We love the thrill. They're looking at us, an audience. Keep telling us what we can do, but here we are, showing them, making them wish they were you. We've heard the most when it comes to this. Yeah, every shade of blue, but don't even care what they'll say. They think we're out of control. Yeah, truth be told, we know it. It's just the way we live. We own it. 'Cause stop, we love the thrill. We know it. It's just the way we live. We're grown-up kids. It's just the way we live. We know it. It's just the way we live. We own it. 'Cause stop, we love the thrill. We know it. It's just the way we live. We're grown-up kids. We're grown-up kids.
This ain't a song, it's a battle cry. No life. I see the clue between the strobe lights. I'm haunted, black face. Hey, follow me around.
We gon' turn up in this place.
Second match here, third day at Intellectual Masters in Katowice. We have G2 and mousesports playing each other on the first map. Still in the best of 3 here, but it's been very one-sided. G2, could you sum it up for us?
We have G2 playing. mousesports is just kind of in the server. They're existing. That was so brutal. G2, everything they did in the first half was right, and everything they did would neutralize entirely what mousesports wanted to do, and there was no chance of mousesports even fighting back.
It's like
Every aspect of the game, G2 won.
It's like Kyrie Irving in that Uncle Drew commercial. It's the only basketball reference you'll ever hear me make ever.
I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever heard you
It's
do a
the only,
basketball reference.
the only thing I know.
I didn't even know you knew who Kyrie Irving was.
Rookie of the year. I really like those commercials. That's it. All right, listen. We're going to get back into the game here, right? 16th round, second half, a rush towards the B bomb site. They're stepping on a grenade that does a lot of damage, but they get the opening, mousesports. Now they just need to take care of Amanek, and they will in a really good fashion there. 5 versus 3. There's no way they can lose this round.
They have 2 more smokes as well. They can just re-smoke these double doors for days. There's never going to be a retake. I think at a certain point, G2's just going to say, oh, okay, we'll just back off. Chris J is alone in tunnels to watch this flank. He's got the first, and that definitely seals it. Now there's not even a point to go for this. Kenny S with 1 kill. Ooh, he's gonna add a second on top of it. They do have a kit on Nexa. I just don't see the access.
No, and I think Nexa was already falling back, sort of calling it off. So those couple of kills at the end there, they're great fun. But again, there's just so much time already on that bomb. So Nexa, yeah, stepping in through the window, trying to snipe away. It will be mousesports to pick it up. If they have set themselves up to go for a historic comeback, I think you could say.
A historic comeback. Not really in numbers in terms of the score, but just in terms of the kind of beatdown they took in the first half.
Well, the kind of beatdown, and also I think just the gravity of the tournament overall.
Yeah.
It's one thing making comebacks in, in weird online qualifiers or whatever, but the pressure is on here.
That's both pistol rounds taken by mousesports. Nice try.
It was a nice try. Rops firing it up. I actually kind of like this beginning. They run into a lot of grenades here, but I like the idea of mousesports going very hard at G2 early on, because you need to recover, again, some kind of energy. Pretty good shot with a USP, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I know what you mean. At least get your players kind of switched on and mentally into it. And also, I mean, you're just kind of giving them a chance to play back into this game on an individual level, or play back into the series on an individual level. I am kind of intrigued to see how far mousesports can take this and bring it back. Remember, there's like a little bit, I don't know, it's a little bit of a grudge match, I guess, in the sense that, mousesports is the team that beat G2 in the finals of Beyond the Summit, and they did it with a stand-in and a coach.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So if you're G2, you're taking this one personally, I would imagine.
They've been bottling up that anger for a long time, man.
Holding on to it. That's why you need to have your sit down with Navi at some point. You need to get that out.
I want to, but yeah, I'm scared. I think I might just do the cowardly thing and snipe at them.
Okay.
On social media.
Passive aggressively make comments and turn the cast.
Exactly.
I like that.
12-5. Yeah. Don't get me off track on Navi. Not over it yet.
Okay, well they've got 4 nades. Let's get you off track on that. They can nade stack.
Walking trying again. They can go for a nade stack. We all love those. And
well, 2 are thrown towards long A, Kenny S and Jax. So the other 3 are going to be waited until there's some kind of contact in upper B or in middle. And now I think everyone's far enough away that the nade stack isn't really going to be anything special.
Well, actually, they're all creeping up in middle. They're coming out here as well. Could be really interesting if they get the timing down right. Throwing them in. There's one. Could there be a couple more? The CC will do a little bit. Chris turning it around nicely, and they'll recover. They weren't doing that much damage with the grenades, but there was an opening.
I think they only actually threw like 1, maybe 2. I don't think they got the other ones out in time. They realized that the attack was coming too close.
They didn't commit?
No.
Listen, if they're close, just throw the grenade straight down.
Hold on to it and just run forward.
That's it.
Special delivery. Ooh, 2 tags on Rops to the door. He promptly backs away. They want those AK-47s. Now, there is Woxic to hold on to everything. And Kenny S likely going to have to back off. Misses that shot. Woxic's got the double kill to end things. 6-12 as mousesports attempts at a comeback, and this is probably their second real test after the pistol.
Yeah, this is where you find out how much G2 cooled off after the first half. Have they still got whatever weird quality it was that just, again, made everything work out? Even when it seemed like it wouldn't, they just turned it. They made all of the right calls, round for round, just showed up exactly where the weakness was. It was pretty impressive. 3 people crossing. Hunter will stay in middle. So pretty common type setup here for G2. Nothing out of the ordinary. Kenny already tagged a bit with that AWP. He's down to 70 health. And mousesports also setting up for a fairly common split here. Nothing out of the ordinary for either side. Slowed down, I mean, you're not going to continue with the aggression, I guess.
Yeah, they're happy with the control they have on Catwalk. That's a good pick onto Kenny S. He was looking for it. Woxic, I mean, talk about Opera's been playing well lately. Woxic has been stellar. So that thins out the defense. That leaves Amanek on a huge island. He's got no utility, just hiding in that B bomb site. Hunter's going to have a huge job to do, unless Jax can make it back. But Jax and Nexa are focused on long, so it is indeed all going to be on Hunter. Molotov and Flashbang.
They can't even throw anything for him. Hunter, he's got no grenades. This is just it. Lining up nearly for a double kill, but he only gets one of them. Chris taking a peek at long, which can be very dangerous, but the bomb is being brought up, and Robs is holding middle, Frozen is holding long. They've got a good stranglehold on this bomb side, at least for a while. Maybe that kill on Frozen could change things. Now, that at least inspires Nexa and Jax to go back and try and see if they can reclaim the bomb site. Chris is up there and waiting. The grenade doesn't do much of anything. And they're back down again. Look at Robs, though. He's coming in from long with a flashbang and a Molotov, and even just the AK will do it. Tapping away long range, and he's got all the advantage. They'll steal it away. They take all the rifles, and now 7-12.
Ooh, it's looking doable now. I mean, still 5 rounds back, obviously. Still quite a bit of work to do left. But with that reset, close the gap a little bit more, and then you start to see this T side. I mean, this is a pretty decent wash for mousesports. Yeah, it was a 3-on-3 at one point, but they were in complete control of the situation at all times. Robs was always going to be that checkmate coming in for the late flank. So timeout called by G2. I mean, this cannot be a lead you let slip away. Surely that performance in the first half, you do not let mousesports back in this.
I mean, you would say that there should absolutely be no way. The way that they won it, how much on top they look. Now it's a 5-round gap. So if you just had no context for this match, if you were only just tuning into the broadcast, then shame on you. But also secondarily, you might be looking at the scoreline and saying, well, I don't know who's going to win this. That would be your interpretation, right? Could go either way. Look at the economy for mousesports. It's better for G2. Probably going to be giving away another round here unless they can get the grenades and the pistols working. So yeah, this is turned into just a weird game from the get-go.
Yeah. Deagles, 3 of them. Jax, Nexa, and Kenny S for G2. Hunter and Amanek with the CZs.
12 rounds is also at a point where, you know, it's not even enough that you have some freaky trick that you think might work. You know, you go for like a 3-man boost on Catwalk to fight middle. It's like, yeah, you get a round out of that. But you don't have 4 of those rounds stacked up that you can just do back to back. So you're not close enough to the finish line for some sort of sprint to work out. You actually have to make the basics work here on the CT side, or you can still lose it.
I can't believe they didn't spot Kenny. I thought they would have. Kenny gonna go for the peek. No, he's just gonna take the headshot, drop away into the Molotovs. He wants one more, almost has it. Kerrigan gave him the opportunity, and he's still alive. He's gonna go for another. He's got a teammate there as well, and actually, I think Kenny baited Nexa into that peek, and Kerrigan's gonna rip them both apart.
Yeah, he did. Well, fair play. Amanek.
Save it.
Yeah, absolutely save it. He's got the Molotov as well. Doesn't want to just speed out of there. I guess he can't know how close they are up on top of him. So he might be nervous that if he just started running, they'd be there to catch him. Regardless, 12-8. And they lose the 2 players. Give her the AK-47, but G2 are going to be buying next round no matter what, so...
Yeah, they're going to have the AWP back in Kenny's hands. He got picked off the previous time by Woxic in middle.
I'm guessing they'll go for double AWP or something on G2. They haven't had that before on the CT side.
We'll find out if they want to go for it. I mean, they still have some rounds to play with. They don't have to switch into it just yet if they don't want to.
It's just that Amanek was doing a decent enough job. I could see them going for it.
There's Kenny with his AWP. Yeah, just the single.
Just the one.
Just the single AWP.
Fair play.
Woxic has his still. Kriegs are picked up across the board in mousesports, except for Chris J. He's the lone champion. He's playing retro.
Surf, man of style, I guess. Ooh. No jumps or anything. And they just run down the middle. No fear at all. No one in upper dark, though. mousesports just leaning heavy towards the long side for now. Not a straight long rush, but slightly delayed with the flashbangs. And Jax is going to fall back immediately. Not really meant to stick around and fight. Kenny will take down Kerrigan in the middle. And Kitty, oh, Woxic again winning that fight. He's been doing that at least 1 or 2 times before against Kenny down the middle. And that'll help out.
Yeah, well, Kenny just had his knife out. He was just trying to jump and get across. Some pressure put on towards long. Jax was being flashed away, so I'm not sure what the call is, but Kenny obviously didn't really assume that Woxic would still be there. He's actually holding this map. He split it in 2, and that's a bit crazy. Don't pull Nate out in that situation. Legged, and he's going to have to back away. That clears up the middle of the map for rotations. Amanek runs back to check B. Hunter's going to start getting aggressive up middle, but the real battle takes place at the bomb site. Big kill for Woxic there.
He's doing a lot of work at the moment. The Molotov into the corner, burning out Nexa. He has to challenge, and he gets a kill. They weren't expecting it. He waited a second longer than they thought. I think Chris saw that boost happen the first time around, and that means there's a 1-on-3 here. Just trying to fall back, and Robs won't let him get away. 9 rounds now, 6 in a row to start off this half with.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, you got to start feeling for G2. They've used 3 timeouts as well. If this remains close down the stretch, just one more chance to pause things and have the coach get involved. But this is getting brutal. And I mean, just at point of contact, right? I think you nailed it right there. Woxic is playing a very good game with this AWP at the moment.
He is.
But G2 on defense need to do something to be able to find themselves an advantage. Even with Kenny S picking off Kerrigan, they didn't really have the setup after that to make anything work.
It isn't anywhere near close to the most, cool thing that Woxic has been doing so far in the half, but I enjoy how he dodged the flashbang in the middle while scoped. I find that to be very hard to do. Like when you hear that dink on the wall and you know you're like,
something's coming.
So why even try?
Well, he's probably got a higher sensitivity than you do, I would imagine.
Yeah, he's got a lot of things going his way in there. Don't think it's just the sensitivity, I won't lie. Kerrigan flashing his way out there. Oh, that's a stunning headshot. All the way down in pit. Amanek trying to escape. Again, they just have pistols and a lot of HEs, but that was very clean. G2, how long before you start to feel nervous? How long before your feet start to
Right
get
now.
cold?
You're feeling nervous right now.
All right, that's already set in. Well,
that's a nice shot. Oh, Kerrigan, he's going to try and hold the line. Plenty of nades coming in his direction, and they clear him out, but that's the information.
Yep.
They know where everyone on G2 is. So some cool kills, some weapons they can salvage. No chance of winning the round.
no, there really isn't. And again, you might need the money here. Maybe now is the time for the double, if you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're ever going to switch into it, I guess you would go for it. I'm actually surprised to see them creeping this close. It looks like they almost want to go for it. A little bit of boost over the box, and Woxic saw it coming.
He's on point.
Coming the whole way. That smoke's going to fade. Chris J is about to punish these guys. They're not going to survive with anything. Perfectly executed from mousesports. Perfectly done from Chris J. They're just 2 rounds back. A 12-3 half in the favor of G2 has disappeared so quickly.
They've got so much money on the mousesports side.
Shout out to Kerrigan.
Yeah.
First opening fight 1.
That was so nice. Might have been the first one, but it
was a good first one.
It's real good.
If you're gonna go on that kind of a streak, you might as well make it look like that.
So they're throwing grenades out long, but they're setting up in upper dark, and I don't know. I'm sort of trying to think if they maybe wanted to try and bait someone from B to peek here. Because they had 2 people waiting for a peek at the B bomb site. Now Woxic might be feeling a bit weird in that corner, but they don't have an AWP inside of the B bomb site. Gonna jump Kerrigan up.
Again, it's emphasis on long. Jackson Nexa setting up a crossfire. Kenny S over at Car with the AWP can support towards long and obviously defend Catwalk. But at the moment, there's nothing to read. mousesports is just setting up in a default. They're split as well, 2-1-2 across the map. Being patient. Letting some of this G2 utility dwindle, let it be used.
If it's a B split this time, I don't know how they can stop it easily. Hunter and Amanek. The backup will be so far away and the round. Oh, and they take down Hunter. That's even worse, isn't it? He sees the shoulder peak coming out. Amanek inside of the bomb site. Now, backup is trying to get there, but it's Kenny running close to middle with an AWP, so he can't challenge the smoke. If he had anything else, maybe he could try and flash his way through, but not with the AWP. Amanek is alone. It's on him to pull a miracle, maybe even 2 or 3 of them. He's going to get the 1 kill, but not the second one. Robs is going to be there. Next, they're in the middle, but again, the bomb is going to be going down. And do you really want to try and retake this with 3-on-3 and a smoke? And now that Nexus is gone, Robs will follow up with a kill on Jax. Yeah, they don't even get close. Going to be 11-12 here.
G2's just having such tough time in these early engagements. They're finding everything. Woxic, another opening kill. He's 22-11. Not only was he splitting the map in half and preventing rotations earlier, but now he's opening up towards the B bomb site and leaving just 1 player isolated and alone. This is equally as brutal of a half. They don't have the money building up, but this is now 8 rounds straight in the second half for mousesports.
Yeah, a study in T-sides for
Yeah, where's the defense at?
They've put all of the resources in. That it's just like when you build your Dungeons and Dragons character and you choose strength and armor and all the rest. Listen, don't give me that look, Jason.
I've never played Dungeons and Dragons. Listen, I'm into some nerdy things, but
Listen, no one should be. You play Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, where all the cool stuff's happening. Regular Dungeons and Dragons not cool. So,
yeah, that's it.
12 to 11. Thanks. Appreciate it.
I forgot you were a LARPer.
Yeah. Is it really a surprise, though, if you think about it?
No. Oh, 3 players on the B side of the map for G2 to open up this defense.
Wait, we never finished the point. The point is they put all of their points into T side. I have to finish it, otherwise people
There we
think I'm
go.
really crazy.
Yeah, they wouldn't have understood. All those D&D players out there.
Listen, that's a niche market. I'm cornering it. I've got those people on my side.
Up in Kenny's hands.
A lot of people boosting over at...
Yeah, a lot of people doing some cool things for G2 on this side of the map, and unfortunately, mousesports is doing a lot of cool things on the other side of the map. So this round is just going to be a freebie to mousesports.
Imagine how sad a movie Home Alone would have been if no one ever showed up and he'd made all the traps. That's what that just was on the catwalk. They had it all set up.
Eventually, the parents would come home.
Paint buckets swinging.
That would have been a movie. Parents come home feeling bad about leaving their kid.
That's a really dark twist to Home Alone.
Yeah, takes
his parents out.
Step on nails. Well, G2, I guess you might as well just throw the pistols at the problem and see if you can take any of these weapons away. But they're not getting in. There's no access to this bomb site. They're not going to win this round. So Kenny S is going to back away, try and save, and he should be fine. But man, this disappeared quickly. mousesports have tied up the game. Anders, 12 to 12, which I didn't think was even a possibility. They got wiped off the map in the first half.
Yeah. I can't explain it, honestly. I'm as confused as everybody else watching this. Jax and Kenny, of course, Kenny long gone with the AWP. And Jax just hoping to take some of the anger out towards the end of it. 12-12, tied up. This is so outrageous. Absolutely outrageous.
Well, here's the double op setup. You've asked for it a couple times, and G2 says, all right, time to bring out the big guns.
Maybe it would work. Again, if you have the double up, you kind of know just one good fight early on. They turn the corner, you take someone down, you fall back. Now you've slowed them down. You're 4 versus 5.
Tough part is Kenny was great with the op on his T side. Woxic obviously delivering on the T side as well with his own AWP, but the ops on the ZT side have not really had any kind of impact. Even when Kenny got an opening kill on Kerrigan and mid a few rounds back, like nothing came from it. There was no building upon it.
25th round. A very unorthodox game that we've had or have on our hands right here. Could do a lot to decide what happens later on. Chris and Kerrigan running down the middle. Chance shot with the op from Woxic, not really going to be connecting. And are they going to keep going? I thought for a minute they would. 3-man stack in B, and then over at long, leaving catwalk undefended. They just walk through the smoke in the middle. That's so bold. Kerrigan continues. Nexa has almost got him in his crosshairs, and there's the shot. But that was Kerrigan attempting to just infiltrate his way into a round win.
I think that might be the signal. There's 3 players at the B bomb site, though. Look at how quickly mousesports is making this decision. That's Kerrigan, the in-game leader, who went down, so immediately calling for them to readjust.
Yeah.
They're going to attack A. Kenny is playing long. As long as their flashbangs are on point here, Kenny shouldn't be able to do a single thing. Rops dropping into, or Chris J, should be dropping into spawn. He got 2. He's got 2 quickly, and Kenny S with a missed shot. The A bomb site is open for the taking, but they're going backwards. They're going to go right at Almanac. There's a chance here.
There is a chance. Woxic has got the bomb down in the middle. Amanek, 1 versus 4, almost out here. He takes 1 with the AWP. A missed chance for a return on Woxic, and now Chris is up at the A bomb side, and
So
they're bringing
confused.
it back. Yep, they're getting back one more time. He almost could have caught the bomb. Oh, that's so close. If he would have found that shot, that could have brought them back, and it would have been a 2-on-2. Now instead, the bomb is going to be planted at Amanek and Kenny. How much do you trust this? How much do you want to go for it?
I feel like mousesports has had the A bomb site for
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole round. Kenny sneaking in. Molotov will force him forward, it seems.
Oh no!
Oh, no!
Oh dear.
That is not what you want. He wanted off the slide, didn't he? And Amanek just pushed him.
Not even, you don't have to make the joke about, getting off a slide. He wanted to out of the fire. It's like, please, for the love of God. I'm burning, man.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so 13 rounds now for mousesports. Even with the craziness of, Chris J getting 2 kills in the drop down to CT spawn and not going into the free bomb site. Still pull it out in the end. 1 round lead, but that was weird. It looked like they were going to readjust the bomb to the B site, and Amanek was there. Could have really put a stop to that whole round. I just can't believe we haven't seen G2 win a single round on the CT side.
I wonder if you took still frames of all of the G2 players and sort of played them, you know, 1 frame per second for all 30 rounds here.
Okay.
And just how would their faces change over the course
The emotion.
of it? Yeah, I think you could make some interesting stuff right there. Double Orb is still there. They still have a pretty good buy. They can absolutely still do this. All you're just thinking all the time. One thing goes their way. One good opening, one good setup where they don't lose anyone in return, and at least, you know, they're back in the game. And they've won no rounds in the second half. They've just been crushed so far. Jackson frozen on the other side of long. Wallbang, maybe that looked like it was going to work. He's thinking about doing it again, I guess. Oh, Amanek and Robs might run into each other in Upper Dark. It certainly feels like it, baiting out the shot, and yeah, no reason to chase that down, but that's still pretty good info. Oh, actually, Amanek beating the smoke. He's moving forward. Robs is thinking about it. That's some heads-up play out of Robs, and he's going to headshot him. Very, very smart. And now they can do whatever they want. They've got so much time to think about it still.
Yeah, and again, Frozen just in the long cave as well, just hitting the pause button. He can backstab whenever he chooses, but because they have access to the bomb site so easily, he doesn't have to move. Now, the question is, does anyone actually challenge and swing wide on long? One person does, and Kenny devours Chris J. Jax with a peek up. Unfortunately, couldn't get anything done. Nexa gets another kill. They have to go for this retake. They have a man advantage,
Yes.
a rare man advantage for G2, so they must make this work.
And Frozen, who has the only grenades left on mousesports, is really, really far away. So if he gets Nexa, he could maybe run and try and hero at the end. But this will be a really tricky hold for mousesports. No, Frozen kills himself in the middle. Nexa gets a free one. Woxic with the ult takes one and actually legs Kenny. And now they're so low on health. This 2-on-2 doesn't seem fair at all. It's going to be the 1 kill from Nexa. Can they actually finally do it? The grenade won't touch him that much. He gets another one. Quick double. Oh, he can't escape. And Kenny will make it around the corner. He does not have the kit. Oh, and he has to run another round. 14 in the bag. I don't know if the kid would have even made the difference.
And he goes down.
Dies at the end.
That's heartbreaking. That one hurts.
This is completely mad. Woxic has got 25 kills. I mean, he legged Kenny. That was nearly a triple for Woxic.
This shot was the one. I mean, if he goes down there, right, it's essentially over. That's the kit also brought into the bomb site. So, yeah, frustration immediately into celebration when he realizes Kenny has to get off. 14-12. What a ridiculous comeback out of mousesports so far in this map. Unreal.
Giving no rounds to G2.
This is G2's map pick as well, and they're just getting blanked on defense.
I can't even, the energy dump if you lose this match now, whatever team does it, or at least the map here, it's gonna feel so frustrating. Jack's actually trying to fly all the way out of the world. Just wanted to escape terminal velocity.
I would as well after losing this many rounds in a row. I'd be like, get me out too.
Yeah, get the spacesuit on and just try and jump.
For the love of God.
Oh, Kenny out long. Takes a kill. Did they want to challenge it? He almost was actually...
They're stuck. They're stuck between Cat and Long. There's nowhere to really go. Look at all 4 of them just kind of disappearing down the ramp. They have to either stand their ground or get the hell out of there. Woxic looking for any more indication, but oh, he misses a shot, a rare miss, and they find him at the end. It's a 2-on-4. The flashbang's perfect, and I think G2's got their first round. 1-on-2 for Chris J. And goddamn, has he had some beautiful clutches recently. Tapping away, trying to find one more, but the bomb will get planted.
Yes, it will. Now, the question is, will he let them have even a single round here? Or is he going to try and steal it all away from them? He's not got that much health. I mean, he's already been dinked up a little bit, but he's got the AK-47. Oh, and he can't get it done. Nexa will get the shot with the UMP. And G2, their first round, picked up on the CT side.
And it comes with, like, half-buy. It comes with SMGs and upgraded pistols. They can't get it done with the M4s. They can't get it done with the Ops. But finally...
whatever it takes, right?
A little bit of life showing in G2.
Look at this.
He's like, guys, I'm going to find out if the Earth is flat.
That might be a record. Yeah, he's gone looking for Michael. It's it's the 20th round. Listen, I love him. It's cool. Double orb, and you'll tell me when you're back, Jason. It's okay. Amanek and Hunter inside of the B bomb site, so no longer the three-man stack over at B. Out at long, they run 3 people down there to be ready, but they give it up as soon as they don't feel any of the flashbangs come out. So, ooh, Kerrigan, he tried this earlier and he got caught. He's gonna get caught again. That is a very cool idea. You must have had some sort of read. Either it's a play in general or he's been studying G2 to hope for that weakness, but that's twice now that he's been almost doing it.
I was going to say, he's gotten close twice, so you can see the idea is there. Just unfortunately, some of the timing hasn't been with him. But G2's going to love that. Still waiting, and with the double up, Kenny S peering out towards long, Amanek inside of the B site. All of mousesports is going to be huddled on catwalk. And again, I mean, there's not really a staunch defense at this A bomb site. The most they can ask for at the moment is Kenny S just rotating back once he hears the nades. But flashbangs so far in this half have been good. mousesports has not been punished trying to take the A bomb site, and Kenny S isn't even going to do it. And he's worried about them dropping down. So back towards long, the flick down misses its mark. Nexa, the tracers give away his position, and Kenny misses again. What a bait from Rops! 3 quick kills, and he's going to have mousesports with another round. Surely Hunter and Amanek, there's no money to go for this.
I can't believe Robs just kept fighting long. I felt like, after that first one even, just maybe leave it alone, but he just kept finding them.
It's because there's a time limit. When that smoke and spawn is going to clear, you're screwed. Like, you have to make some kind of an impact before that line of sight opens up. What a brutal attack from Rops. He does go down in the end, and I think Hunter was trying to get a little clever with maybe a late defuse attempt, but...
I mean, I don't blame him. Something's got to work out now. You have 1 round, and it was off of freaky deagle shots and a UMP, and again nearly a lost round there. Amanek hiding inside with the AWP. He'll be able to save that. So, but this is what it comes down to: 15-13. mousesports have let go of but a single round in the second half. Otherwise, they have plowed their way through this. It's unbelievable. Woxic at 25 kills, Chris J at 24, and then Robs at 21. It's a really, really powerful trifecta they've got going on.
All right, here we go. 2 rounds left for G2. They got to win both of them.
They really don't have that much.
No, this is going to be a tough battle. And also stacked against you isn't just, your own arsenal, but it's also the knowledge that you've only put 1 round on the board in defense in case. Oh, Jesus.
He wanted to beat him again. I don't blame them. Think about how often Kenny would win one of these fights. At any point during this half, surely one of them goes his way. And it's completely backfired. They just, they used all that energy in the first half, and whatever is left, it's not enough. It seems like it.
I hope that's not the case. They got another map coming.
Well, it's going to be a hard reset here.
Well, at least this time you have, if there is an attack of the A-bomb, so you have Nexa, who's just ready to stand tall. He's at the railing, so, previously mousesports hasn't encountered resistance. This might catch him off guard.
Well, here they go. Another attack on the A-bomb site. The Molotov to force them out. Jack's low on health as well, and he'll go down. Nexa, the only one left to defend, and Robs will drop him, leaving Hunter and Amanek. 2 versus 4. I can't believe what we're seeing here in Katowice. Way out of control. mousesports should have been losing half an hour ago, and somehow they're back. They've run it back, only giving up a single round. G2 thought that they had built the dam high enough, but the mousesports river comes crashing through and wipes out the entire village. 16-13. What a comeback.